Introducing the TigerTiger. Named after nightclubs that dot all over the UK, that currently have all kinds of sticky floors, a strange fishy smell, and a huge passion for neon lights, the TigerTiger is everything you need for a force wipe. On the inside of the TigerTiger, you can see that the dance floor has currently been used to have a whole heap of fish traps. These help your passive scrap generation on a force wipe, and you'd be surprised how quickly that can start racking up and making your life a lot easier. On the left hand side here, we have 8 regular furnaces. These are used for your ore processing and all of the industrial equipment that can make your life a little bit easier and automating it for you. Above the dance floor, we have 4 large planter boxes, which give you obviously all the teas you're going to be requiring as a solo or small team, just to kind of compete against the larger groups. And then your auxiliary box storage is across these shelves across the top. Coming back beneath, and we're straight into a TC room, which you would expect to see any good 2x1 or 2x2, and this actually serves as your kind of starter for this build. 4 large boxes with a TC. To the left we have a locker, and then to the right we have a fridge. Moving through to the back, we have 2 shotgun traps protecting the rear. Going through the door, as you can see, we've got a single square airlock on the back. And then on the top we have where the chickens are going to go for your growing pie requirements. To the uneducated, this will look like a furnace base, but they'll be surprised they don't see any smoke coming out the top of it, and it's just effectively a honeycombed 2x2 with 4 squares on the end. Go straight up to any water source you want to do it on. You can do it on a river or clearly out on the ocean, entirely up to you on what fish you want to catch, but I'll be using fresh water for this example. You want to get your platform and you want to line it just so the tips of the foundation are just visible out from the water. And clean river, it's going to be a little bit off because there's obviously a little bit of a level to it. And then you can place down your fishing traps like so. A little bit glitchy as you can see, but it does work. So place down your 4 foundations to test it works, and you can see that it does. Then from there, you're going to whack out your triangles here. And then finish the square. Whack this all in with a half wall, and then upgrade as so, just to kind of claim your build spot. This is going to serve as your starter. Then you whack in a 2C room as you would any kind of 2x2 or 2x1. At this stage, carry on building, just to claim the build spot. And if you get a little bit of an issue with the ground there, that's not a problem at all, don't worry about that whatsoever. Upgrade, all the way around. Okay. Carry on with the upgrading to get yourself nice and secure. I'm going to throw a double door on here, window frames on the side, single door to the front. I like to run 2 entry points on these, just so if you're wanting to sell your fish, you've got a really nice, easy area to kind of access off the back of your base. And it's always good to have 2 entrances, especially for something as wide as this. Just because, you know, if you're getting camped those early games, kind of like plays, people sat outside your door, always good to be able to have the access to hop out the back. And because you obviously, if you're doing this in the jungle, like I would recommend, you're going to probably have a couple of crocodiles at the back there who will make your life, and a door camper's life, a bit more of a nightmare. So as you can see, I've done a half wall here. All we're going to do now is just carry on with half walls across the 2x2's kind of perimeter, and just get those all kind of leveled out so they're nice and flush. So finish all of those off and upgrade them. Super simple. Okay, so what we have here, this is where your furnaces will live, and then you're going to do bounce out your jump ups here. We're going to put some jump ups here as well. That is your internal shelf. And clearly just whack in your doors to secure the build spot. back the doors in, we're nice and secure. I clearly am not going to put code locks on just for this demonstration because that would be silly. Okay, so continue around your perimeter with wall frames. The reason for this is going to just give you a little bit more stability within the actual base itself. On this side here, I'm going to put a full wall in and a half. Just like so. And then you can seal this entirely off. Okay. Now that's done, we're going to carry on with the initial floor here. This is where our plant is going to live. And rock that round. And now we're just going to throw on our roof frames just to secure the top and roof of our base. Can be a bit fiddly as you can see, but I assure you it's very possible. Easy peasy, whack those all on, it'll connect up nicely. The beauty of this base, even if it is a YouTube base that probably not anyone's going to watch because I have 0 people following me apart from the wonderful 200 people who subbed after that Wilton video. Even though it's a quote-unquote YouTube base, you know, people want to go straight for your TC, they will at least have a 50-50% chance of getting it. Unlike a regular tier 2 or tier 2. Unlike a regular 2x2, people will just obviously go for the back right opposite the door, right? Opposite the door, direct line. And at least in this base, they've got a 50-50 chance of either hitting the TC side or the furnace side. Cool, so once you've got your roof on, you can obviously just hop inside. We are going to put our frames over here, and then just secure you can actually have these inner shelves, which act doubly as inner peaks. You can even call them such things, but they are. Back in a livable frame there, and then most of our building at this stage is pretty much complete. Okay, so a little known fact a lot of people don't understand is that fishing traps, if you haven't used them before, can be quite annoying to live alongside. It's something which you can kind of work with quite easily, but a rule of thumb is if you place a fishing trap down, you can't place anything on top of it. So I'll demonstrate that now. So if you've gone ahead and placed these already, like so, and then you want to, you'll see that you can't place anything. It'll give you I cannot build in this area. You'll need to destroy the fishing trap in order to place things again. They are quite cheap to do and they have not too many hit points, so it's not too difficult to do. So in this area we'll place down 8 furnaces, like so. Okay, your 8 furnaces set up. That one in the corner. So then your planters go in. Like so, easy square. Now a little point to note here is with this shelf you put in, only do 2 triangles because this ultimately is going to be your jump up and down. If you do the full 3, it might seem obvious, but you're not going to be able to get past your planter box. So just keep it at 2 and honestly save yourself a jackhammer from having to hit that out later on. Okay, so on the shelves up here is very much your utility box space, so just make sure you place these obviously long ways, just left and right of the centre, if that makes sense. As you can see here, just the left and right to make sure you can get it on. I'm sure you can be a bit more bit picky than I'm being, but it is very possible to do it in a variety of different ways. I like a little bit of an overhang on the wooden ore boxes here, just to kind of allow you to look from below, so you can depot up to these things a bit easier. Obviously you've got the skins, they're great, otherwise just make do. Yeah, let's just continue with the box placement as you would just kind of see fit. Whatever you kind of deem as just utility up here, your drop boxes, your dive kits, etc. All that kind of good stuff you would want to pick in your core, but still clearly want to look after. And then your core, like so, 4 large boxes and whatever kind of useless stuff you want to put in that. This area here, you've kind of got 2 options. If you want a large battery because you've got lots of turrets around the outside, you're feeling like you want to get really protected, you can stick it in here, otherwise just throw a locker in. To you, and then you just secure it as you would anything else in your base. Okay, so now we've got most of our deployables down. We're kind of at a stage now where we'll do the last finishing touches just to secure the rest of the base up. So below here, we've obviously got a great little peak. On the reverse side, as it drops down, you'll have a little bit extra storage space and a really good shotgun trap location. So up here, really nice spot for 2 shotgun traps, just to make anyone who decides to come to the back door have a really bad day. And now we're getting to the stage now where we want to start putting our fishing traps in. So this really comes down to however you would like to do it. I don't think there's any art form to this outside of the fact that you don't want to have... The fishing traps can go through the walls. Don't put them through the walls because if they clip through, people can take them. You get a little bit of leeway because of how thick the walls are, but I'd err on the side of caution when doing this, just like a little bit like that. As you can see, just a couple of the twigs just going in is fine, and that's good enough, you know. And clearly you want to leave yourself the ability to get through the back areas. There's a bit of a weird bubble around these things, where you think there would be space, there actually isn't. So as you can see, it's all red still, like you think you should be able to place that there, right, but you can't still, so just bear that in mind. Come under here. That there. And again, I'm just showing you how to throw this up on the actual base itself. If you want to upgrade floors and things to metal because you worry about soft siding, clearly you're all big boys and girls, so you make your own decision on that one. Cool, so I think for now that's probably good enough, but you can see you've got quite a few fish traps in here. So for those of you who are enjoying pay to win, obviously great to put in bamboo shelves around here. I would recommend doing that just for your kind of ease of management for the fishing traps. These 2 boxes are great just to stick your hammer, cloth and wood in to repair the fish traps and take damage over time. And obviously your food box is great for just sticking all your fish you catch in there. And then back up on this level, again the final recommendation is you just use the shelves again. Use the shelves again just to throw up a couple boxes, just so you have a bit of administration for your plants. So now we've got kind of all the boxes set up, there's a little bit more we can do in terms of making this feel a little bit more homely. So it's just getting the automated going and the sprinkler system. Okay, so should do the kind of infrastructure now for this. It's a bit more livable. So our battery. Your light just needs to go as close as you can to the centre. You haven't got particularly perfect with it. That's quite okay. Your branches, I just like to place those as close as I can to the battery, so I'll just come place them in order here. Once you put those in place, power output to the bottom one. Your sprinklers, I would recommend placing them on the kind of top corner of the flat side triangle, just because it gives a nice kind of parallel water spray here. And when you start upgrading your roofing later on, it won't give you any issues when you upgrade it, because right now this is a conditional layer of the triangle, and as is this piece here. So if you upgrade, it will remain in place because this is the actual triangle, and it won't just disappear. Whereas if you place a sprinkler on here or here, for whatever reason, it would break. So just save yourself that heartache. Now you can be a bit clever and mess about with this where you actually have a free foundation, but I don't tend to bother because 9 times out of 10 my space doesn't work, and I just stick this on the outside anyway, because why the hell not? So 5 for the pump, and these should shortly come online. There we are. So, as you can see, the water does reach this area here, so just start pushing out all everything you need. And then for our light system, use yellow for light, and we're good to go. Now for additional traps, I've been placed on the front entrance some shotgun traps overlooking the doorway. Just to keep the pesky door campers out, and that's going to give anyone pushing in a bad day. Continuing the kind of farming vibe, a really great place to put up a chicken coop is on the reverse side of your base, which is protected by the river. So we'll give it the red initially, don't worry, just drift your mouse slightly forward and it will go blue, as you can see, and then good to go. Workbench can go here, repair table can go here, then just start throwing your garage doors in. You'll note you can place these through the fishing traps, because reasons. And don't be a fool like I was here. And that is the TigerTiger. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's a bit rough and ready on the editing, I'm aware, but I just want to get this out ahead of the force fights coming up. But you really can't go too wrong with what the build cost on the screen in front of you is here. It's pretty humble for what's really being asked. And at the end of the day, this is the best way to get out of the tech tree, using some pretty passive scrap generation in game. It all starts from this 1x1, and then it just nicely expands out across the dance floor here, up to the furnaces, and then obviously up into your tea generation from the berries across here. If you like the video, please just hit that thumbs up. Obviously, you know, new channel, all that kind of good stuff helps me out. And if you guys are planning on building this for Force Fight, please comment below, and hopefully I'll see you on the beach. Best luck out there, and thanks again for stopping by. Wonka out.